Hi guys, welcome back to J'adore ce monde. I love this world, I love this planet, I love everything and everyone in it. It's me, of course, Ashley. It is currently February 25th. It is 4:53 p.m. and I'm here in my house, just chilling, guys. I started this and then I posted it, and then now I'm nervous to actually share it with everyone. So like, I'm posting this so I can just like get out of my norm of just like not doing it. I'm tired of like wanting to do stuff and then not doing it and then feeling like shitty for it. You know what I mean? But honestly, I've just been kind of taking a deep breath. We just entered the year of the horse. Already, so many things are shifting, and my reality is shifting. But I have yet to step in that true new reality, which I am doing this to do so. I really feel passionate about this, guys. I can tell when I'm like feeling depleted and I'm feeling like less creative. And I've definitely been hitting that. I've been working at PF Chang's. I've been slaving away, some might say. And the other day I had literally a crash out because I was like, I get so depleted from serving, working, being social, being on demand all the time. I don't have time for myself to actually sit down and be like, let me talk to y'all and tell my story and share my perspectives and things with you guys. So I did work today. I'm like in the midst of cleaning. And before I get into the rest, yeah, I just wanted to sit here and talk to you guys and kind of share some things that I'm going through. You know what I mean? Like, I feel I'm like, I'm used to falling back to my old behaviors. I'm used to kind of being like on the in between of two lives, you know what I mean? But I feel like the universe is showing me that I can't entertain both. You know what I gotta like it's either go or no. You know what I mean? Like no is me dealing with the bullshit I've been dealing with in the past, and me going is not dealing with the bullshit. I blocked my ex, guys, and if you know me, I'm not even the block type of person. I have blocked my ex before, but like usually when I'm done in a relationship, I'm done, and it's the first time I've been in a relationship where I've always been like, but what if, But when I think about it, it's just like I can't live that life where I'm like asking someone to love me the way I want to be loved, or having to like forgive them for the shitty behavior they did or shit they put me through. Like that shit's not fair to me. It's not fair to me, and I think by choosing myself and choosing to make that official cutoff, I'm telling the universe like I'm ready for more. I'm ready for more. I don't want to deal with the same bullshit. You know what I mean? And I think people need to actually do that in life because I feel like what holds us back as people is entertaining the same bullshit. I know like a lot of people, we just hit the 0 degrees in Aries, guys. 0 degrees in Aries with a conjunction of Uranus. No, no, no. I don't know, guys. It's either Saturn and Neptune or Saturn or Uranus. It's the dreamy planet Neptune and the planet of structure Saturn. So it's very conjuncting right now. It's very opposite. But with those two things, we're like learning how to balance our dreams and aspirations and desires with structure, discipline, routine. So it's like integrating that into one type. Um, and when you do that, I feel like you can't play. You can't play. And I feel like a lot of people are going through a lot right now. The energy is like it's purging out all that negativity, it's purging out all that snake energy, getting ready for the new. But we're getting ready to head on life, head on with fire, with the fire horse, okay? I got a message from all my girlies dealing with a man who don't treat you right or makes you cry or makes you feel like you're doing too much or any of that. Cut them off. Cut them off. I'm not even playing, guys. We need to release this attachment to men, releases this attachment to relationships that hold us back as human beings. If that person is not projecting you into the next lifetime, into the next timeline, might I say, they don't need to be a part of it because a lot of people are being held back right now because of the shit that they're not cutting off. You know what I mean? For me, I had no say in the things I cut off. The universe told me this shit's gonna be cut off. I had a best friend. we been best friends for like a year. We were getting really close. I was going through a lot with my relationship, just with my day-to-day activities and just like being me because I'm a very like person. I like to express myself. I like to say what I'm going through. I like to hear what other people are going through. I want to hear other people as well. But that became too much for that person and it accumulated over time and I feel like it exploded on me. And the way she made me feel, because it came over after I was like speaking on my relationship that I just got out of. And she was like, I feel like you speak too much about this person. And I feel like you're doing too much. And then she'd be like, are you going to ask about how I feel? Are you going to do this about me? Are you going to do this about me? Make me feel like a shitty friend. Make me feel like I make everything about me when in reality I don't. In reality, I'm such an open person. If you know me, I let the table out for everyone to put a plate on. You know what I mean? I'm not just filling everything with my plates. I want everyone to feel heard. I want everyone to feel seen. That's like how I feel as a human being. Like I'm very much a community type person, collective type person. I want everyone to have a say. And I'm unfortunately not going to dim my light for you to feel like you have a bigger say. You know what I mean? And I feel like that person really wanted me to do that. And by me even expressing like, hey, like when you said that, like I get feeling overwhelmed about, what other people are doing in their lives because I experienced that too. I've had friendships where my friends were doing much more than me and I was on the bottom of the fucking barrel dealing with shit, but I still root with them more and I still let them have space and took take up space. Um and I had to like come to a conclusion like, okay, it's not them that is the problem. It's me. It's me and the fact that I'm not really going through the best shit. So having them talk about their shit makes me feel some type of way about my situation. Well, that person who cut me off, my best friend, I don't think she could, you know, think about that. So when I came to her and I was like, hey, girl, like, you're making me feel like a shitty friend even though I'm going through a really shitty thing. I just got out of a relationship. I just moved back home. I just graduated, trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm finding some level grounding at last, and I'm talking about it. I'm not boasting about it. But I'm like I'm rating good energy because I'm like, okay, shit's starting to happen, and yeah, I told her, I was like, hey, like you're making me feel like a shitty friend. You're making me feel like I talk about myself all the time when I don't. And it's like it's okay to feel it's a certain way, but also don't make me feel like I'm just a shitty person all around and I just haven't been a good friend because I've constantly checked up on you, been there for you, been on the phone talking about your family with you, like other things as well. And I did come across very stern and very blunt with how I felt, but that's how I felt. And I was obviously very hurt too. It made me feel uncomfortable for my friend to make me feel like that because before that there was never a problem, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden there's a problem. I'm talking about myself too much, you know what I mean? I was very much like, okay, you don't got nothing going on in your life, just say that. And you know what? If you do say that, that's all right. I've experienced that too, and not shit's going on in my life, and people are talking about their life, and it makes you feel some type of way. But that's okay. Let it be. Let it be. And ultimately that person understood where I was coming from and she was very much telling me she victimized me and like made me kind of like a center in her world. But then she blocked me. And before she even blocked me, it was like a couple days later, I was like, hey girl, just making sure you're good. I know our last chat was really intense. I just want to make sure you're okay. Well, she blocked me out of the blue on everything. And although I understand that, I very much understand that. I just also felt like very blindsided just because I was like, damn, like I you came to me about how you feel very aggressively. I came to you about how I felt from that in a more stern way, but more of like I hear you, I understand you. I just didn't like how you said it and how you did it because it's one thing that feels the type of way, but it's another thing to come at a person crazy for it. Um, and even after I'm like checking up on you, trying to make sure you're okay, um, and then I get blocked you know? So I'm like, okay, fuck it, right? Fuck it. Purging that shit out because something that I'm purging, that's something that I'm getting out is the fear of being like seen, you know what I mean? Like having to dim myself. I don't want to dim myself. If I feel like I have to dim myself, I'm not meant to be in that room. Period. Period. And if you feel uncomfortable about it, you gotta ask yourself, why do I feel uncomfortable about it? You know what I mean? People need to start asking themselves, why do I feel some type of way? You know what I mean? But people don't. And that's the fucking problem. Something else I'm purging out is just the fact that damn, like I was really in a relationship and like in a place where I did not belong. I did not belong. That person made me feel insecure. That person had me around their friends who did not give a fuck to get to know me. And like after the fact, I remember having a conversation with one of his friends And she'd be like, wow, you're actually really not like cool to talk to. And I'm like, you know, if you would have took the time out to try to get to know me, other than get to know me just in connection to this person, you would understand that I'm the baddest fucking bitch. I'm the coolest fucking bitch you ever fucking know. I'm real as fuck. I let you know how it is. And I'm a good fucking time. But I was in a place, in a relationship amongst his people in his town that did not fit my vibe, did not fit my aura, that did not make me come out my shell and be who I was. And it showed, because I feel like when I was there, you could just tell I was just not okay physically. But now that I'm here, I'm like, I'm glowing. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling amazing. And even after the fact, the people still watching me, still seeing me, and still seeing like I'm doing me. You know, I'm glowing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and which is be me and not be under nobody else's command, nobody else's definition. Like I am defining myself. Okay, let that be clapped. But the main thing that I'm purging is showing myself and being present, being here. You know what I mean? Like, I want to share this. I'm going to share this, even if it doesn't go nowhere. Like, and the thing about this video, I've been all over the place. But you know, the goal of this video is to tell you what I'm purging out and the shit that you should not deal with. The bullshit. The bullshit that we will not entertain over here anymore. Because it's a new year, baby. And we are what we make it. You know what I mean? Like you can't talk about, oh, this year was shitty or I'm in a bad mental state. You know, you're in a relationship you're not supposed to be, in a place you're not supposed to be, in at a job you ain't supposed to be, not doing the thing that really fulfills you. Stand up and do it. No one's stopping you. And you can be like, oh, I'll wait till next year or I'll wait till this year. No, right now. Because why the fuck not? We only live once, and people forget that. People get caught up in what other people want, and people get caught up in these things that they're supposed to be doing in their culture, are supposed to be doing within their family, and these roles that people want them to play. No, do what you want to do. And if that makes you selfish, be selfish, but only selfish in the way that serves yourself and that doesn't harm any other body. You know what I mean? But yeah, learn how to be selfish and learn how to choose yourself. Learn how to choose yourself because ain't nobody else gonna choose you. And if they do, that's amazing. That's beautiful. But even then, that's like choosing yourself truly is like you choosing God because God is within us. God is all this. And it's not even for me, we'll get into it. God is just a name. What all this is, what God is beauty. What God is creation within everything. He created us all, therefore it's within us. When you hear your intuition, your higher self's up there with God, up there with spirit, talking and telling you exactly what you need to do on this earthly place. We're around all these earthly matters, which we're supposed to live as humans. So we're supposed to live in some way of bliss and some way of naivety. But also, we have the key to it all. We just have to unlock that door. We just have to unlock that door and purge all that shit out that is not supposed to be here. Because, baby, I'm telling you, open that fucking door and see what's on the other side. See what's on the other side. And I'm going to post this because why the fuck not? I love you guys. And I want to share myself and share my voice. And at this point, I'm just going to like post when I feel it more often. And then we'll get on a consistent schedule. But for now, ciao.